and welcome back to Two Cups with Tigger and Boo. So, as Ross famously put it, we were on a break. It's been a while. Life has been crazy, so we haven't
Summertime.
had a chance to do a video. We've tried a couple of times, and then stuff has just come up. So, we felt like this morning during coffee time, we would like to share a nugget. So,
Resume, hopefully.
yeah, hopefully funnily enough, we're talking about routines today, and that was one thing that fell off our routine.
Yes.
But we're also talking about priorities. I mean, there's been priorities that have made it so that, this is something fun and something encouraging. We hope that helps others. We just didn't have room for it this past
Month or so.
So anyway, I digress. I sip while the boo talks. 2 cups.
Most of you, I think, know, but we have what we consider a big family because we have 4 children.
Average here in South Carolina for some reason.
They're 10, 8, now 7, and 3, so they're still pretty little. So we just kind of wanted to talk about routine, as in how that has helped our family tremendously. It really, to me, have been one of the cornerstones of giving our family like peace
Absolutely.
in our home while we have so many children, young children. And that has
3 girls. It's like,
and that has started since, I don't know, our oldest was a baby. And a couple of things we want to share too is, well, we want to share like kind of the benefits that we saw from the routine. But first I want to clarify that we're not like a Nazi family, where like everything has to be on schedule. Like, I think you'll hear us talking about the curriculum that we love, Growing Kids God's Way, a lot. And then they said it perfectly. I mean, routines and schedules should be there to serve the family, not for us to be slave to the routine.
Right.
And so that's what we always kept in mind as we implemented different routines and schedules.
And they're adjustable.
And our kids are very flexible when we do need to change some stuff, because they're kind of used to following some kind of a routine. So if that changes, then they just go along with it. Also, we don't really, it doesn't always have to stick to a particular time, like 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock or whatever.
Right.
Like sometimes routines can be shifted, like if we have, one of the big things we have is quiet time during the middle of the day. It's usually about 1:30 to 3:30. But if we need to, if we're out later and we need to shift that, and that's, like I said, it's not like, my point is that we're not trying to make it into this militant thing, but it really is something that serves our family. So first, like, what are some routines that we have?
One of the biggest ones is during the day, our kids have quiet time. I mean, from 1:30 to 3:30, they each go in their own rooms and they have time to themselves. And then we do let them have, the 2 older ones get electronics time.
The last 45 minutes.
Yeah, for the last 45 minutes. And then typically we'll let the 2 younger play together the last half hour. So it kind of gives them separation time, because in the summer, especially, all day when we're trying to do stuff and I might be working from home or not from home, but the kids are always kind of interacting. That time kind of gives them some peace to do some reading. Peanut will do her ruminate stuff or whatever, playing with stuff. A little bit will do her dolls. And so there's no argument about what to play, because you guys have your individual time. And then it gives us, or, now Maria's working, so we're kind of juggling that schedule, time to kind of recharge, revamp, figure out what's going on the rest of the day and how the day's going to roll out. That, I think, was one of the biggest things that we implemented.
It gives each family member a break from each other, like not just the parents, but the kids from their siblings. So we've found that really helps to not, a lot of times we just let them be together all day, especially in the summertime. By 4 or 5 o'clock, everybody's just so done, But we kind of, like he said, get to recharge, and so we kind of get a second round, after quiet time. We can all be together and interacting and not be like, wanting to kill each other.
Right, and that looks different during the school year, obviously, because
right.
they're in school, but when they come home, we still typically will give them 30 minutes. Okay, go, let's take a break, get by yourselves,
or
read, do something.
to
And there again, we're not militant against it or towards it, because the other day we were out doing this park hop thing. So, you know, we didn't make it back for quiet time, but when we came home, then we're like, okay, you know, we're running all over town doing these different parks, checking them off the list. And then we got home, it's like, okay, everybody, you know, let's take a break, 30 minutes, head up to your rooms, blah, blah, blah. So we like, you know,
it's adjustable.
Adjustable. Most of the time it's a couple hours. But if it's only 20 to 30 minutes, it's just kind of a recharge. And it, for us, it's made a huge difference.
A couple other things, obviously, you know, when the time they wake up, we ask each child to stay in their room till 8. Most of them actually are good sleepers. Like they don't wake up except for our oldest. She's the one that wakes up before 8. But we have our coffee time.
Yep.
Try to, you know, our kids know that that's kind of the time we have in the morning most of the days.
And bedtime.
Bedtime is definitely one of the huge routines. And again, with different season, we were just talking about the summertime, school time is obviously it's going to adjust. But that's kind of the topic discussion that we want to go into too, is what are some adjustments that we need to make for this season? What are some priorities that we need to fit into our schedule so that they happen, so that you're making room for those priorities to happen? Like for us, it's this coffee time, or
I think the 3 big ones, well, waking up, but it's coffee time, quiet time, and bedtime. Because for us, bedtime, it's been a long day regardless. And so, okay, kids, it's time for bed. Let's do our reading. And we adjusted our schedule for the summer, so now we break them in 2s. And it's gone great. It gives us each individual time. I think we talked about this last time with the kids to kind of, you know, dial down the day. And then by 8:30 or so, they're all in bed. They're done for the night. And that gives us time to kind of hang out and catch up and watch shows.
Just waiting for more of your remarks.
That's usually around 10.
But again, it gives room for priorities like
Exactly.
that when we have routines.
And we did set rules. Knock on mommy and daddy's door.
Oh yeah.
You could have some years of therapy.
Yeah. So that's the. Those are some of the routines that we have. But I guess I get the topic questions just to discuss with your spouse. What are some priorities? What are some changes, adjustments? What should some of the routines look like in this season?
Yes.
We're kind of over time, but
yeah, we went a little over.
A couple of other benefits though, besides, I think the kids just thrive on routine because you see preschools like every 15 minute is scheduled.
Yep.
Because teachers know. I mean, that's how kids behave and they thrive, is when they know. What's expected.
When we did one of the curriculums we went to one of the conferences because Peanut was exhausting us. And that's what they said. They were like, well, are you on a routine? And we're like, well, what are you talking about? She's like 1 or something. And they're like, well, exactly. Now she can get up, she can motor, she can move. You know, she's always been on a routine because you were feeding her, at this time, blah, blah, blah. Now all of a sudden the world's her oyster. And we're like,
it's like overwhelming to the kids, I think. And that's when the hyperness and just crazy stuff starts happening.
And we did. I mean, it's been ever since Peanut was like, 1.5, 2 or something like that we started this routine thing. And it's been crazy. It's like flicking a switch on some of the stuff because, they do. They like routine. They may whine about some stuff and it may take a little time to get it structured. But once it's structured, man, it's just part of the machine now. Yep.
And then we also would recommend just starting with focusing on one routine at
right.
a time and not trying to implement like 5 things.
Yeah, we've done that before. That didn't go very well.
All right. I hope some of this was helpful. We definitely encourage you guys to just comment, chime in, whatever. We want this to be an interactive thing. So
make it fun.
Yes.
So make your routines fun.
Yes. All right.
I think that's it.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.